The book of love has music in it. In fact, that's where music comes from. Some of it's just transcendental. Some of it's just really done. But I love it when you sing to me, and you can say me anything. The book of love is long and boring, and written very long ago. It's full of flowers and heart-shaped boxes, and things we're all too young to know. But I love it when you give me things. You want to give me wedding rings, and I love it when you give me things. You want to give me wedding rings.
Where's that safety stuff?
Yeah, safety.
You want to give me
We can start again.
wedding rings.
Oh, no. Where's the pin? What? Okay. Brief intermission.
Oh, God. Mark, do you need a pin?
I think so. Pick me.
Yes, I got it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's pretty handy.
Perfect. All right, well, we're all dressed and ready to go. Hello, everyone, and good afternoon. On behalf of the bride and groom, I'd like to welcome you all to Vindon Estate to celebrate the wedding of Simon and Renee. It feels like we've been waiting a long time for today. It's finally upon us, though. Obviously, we haven't been waiting as long as Renee has, but we're here.
It's good.
Today is the culmination and celebration of who Simon and Renee are as individuals and who they are to become as husband and wife. It's an absolute honour to be standing up here amongst these incredible individuals who have defined what love means over the years, resulting in today watching their dreams come true. For those that don't know me, my name is Andrew. I've had the pleasure of knowing Simon for over 20 years, where we first met at Climbing Heights Primary School. And for those of you wondering, yes, even as a child, his booming voice, laugh and personality caused bedlam amongst the teachers. Throughout the many years of knowing Simon, I've not only seen quite the glow up, but I've also witnessed him turn into a remarkable friend, business owner, and soon to be husband. During our friendship, I was lucky enough to be present when Simon and Renee first met, which is its own story I'll get into shortly. Over these years of getting to know Renee as well, she too is a remarkable person. From climbing the corporate ladder to being an absolute beast on the soccer field and being one of the most genuine and caring people you'll ever meet. For those that do know me, you are correct. I'm not a celebrant. Earlier this week, Simon and Renee were legally married in North Sydney, where Tiffany and I were lucky enough to be witnesses. To them, pen on paper is one thing. It isn't just the title of being married that's important to them, it's having you all here. A shared declaration of love and commitment in front of family and friends is what's most important to Simon and Renee, and why today means so much to them. You've all travelled near and far to witness them on their most treasured day, and so for that, and for playing such crucial roles in their lives, thank you. Before kicking things off any further, I wanted to ask if there's anyone present who opposes this marriage. Please speak now or forever hold your peace. No, pretty good. They're already married anyway, so it's fine. I would also like to take a moment for those who couldn't be here today. Dee Dee and Pop, Renee's grandparents, Elsie, Simon's grandmother, and Michael, Simon's father. While they might not be here in person, I can promise you that they will all be incredibly proud and overjoyed to witness this marriage and of the beautiful people you've both become. Now I'm going to take you all back in time to where this relationship first started. If any of you, and I'm going to assume most of you will know, that no two nights of going out with Simon are ever the same. To say it's like opening Pandora's box is a bit of an understatement. This particular evening, some 10 years ago, proved to be a night to remember. We had just finished celebrating a friend's 21st in the city, and like any social event, whenever the question is raised of where to go or what to do next, Simon, the ever-charismatic and decisive one, knew exactly how we should be spending our evening. Naturally, we wound up in Bar Century. The queue was long, but he persuaded us that it was going to be worth the wait to enter. It wasn't too long after finally entering and preparing ourselves to let loose on the dance floor that someone caught his eye. Despite being a nightclub with suitably sticky floors, intrusive volume, and a hot haze filling the space, it turned out to be the origin of something truly beautiful. It's a well-known fact that the two of them have an incredible curiosity and fascination with nature. That night, Simon must have decided to take these two interests, taking what he's learnt from nature, specifically taking inspiration from the peacock, and applying these learnings to the dance floor, ready to court Renee with his moves and win her affection. Little did he know that Renee had most likely already seen all of David Attenborough's documentaries and saw right through his courtship of dance and kept her cards close to her chest. This included avoiding each and every kiss Simon thought he had earned from his impressive moves. It was genuinely impressive to witness just how many attempts he's made, but Renee, God bless her, was going to make him earn it. As the night went on, boogieing and displaying other forms of primal dancing, I was able to spend a short but memorable amount of time with just Renee. So we sat down, expecting to spend this time in silence or field a basic conversation. I remember in those brief moments, I was in the presence of someone kind, genuine, and someone who was in the moment, all qualities I really admire in Renee. As soon as Simon returned, she leapt up and they began to dance once more. His rigorous studies of the peacock had seemingly struck a chord. It wasn't too long after that fateful night did Simon declare the upcoming first date at Teresa in Chatswood. While, as we all know, Simon can be quite the stoic individual, his excitement of this first date undermined his cool and collected persona, as I remember he couldn't hide his smile from telling me of this news. Little did they realise, after that evening, that they'll be sharing their first kiss as a married couple some 10 years later. Ooh. I took the liberty of asking Simon and Renee a question, neither of which know each other's answers. I asked them both, what is the most beautiful part to your partner? When asking Renee what is the most beautiful part to Simon, she responded, that ass. She then proceeded to say, the most beautiful part to Simon is how deeply he cares for his friends, who might as well be his family. He is the kind of man that would go anywhere and get along with anyone. And he has had several friendships that have lasted decades, but whether it's someone he's been mates with for 1 year or 10, he will cherish those relationships, remembering the specific details and always willing to lend a hand or an ear to listen. He is a rock-solid figure in all of our lives that can always be counted on to be there through thick and thin. When asking Simon what is the most beautiful part to Renee, he responded, her ability to put others ahead of her own. Others' needs ahead of her own. A man of few words. It's no surprise that both of them shared that the most beautiful part to the other is how reliable, dependable, and loyal they are to the people nearest and dearest to them, and speak volumes of how loving and caring they both are. I can speak to that of our friends, and anyone who's been fortunate enough to spend time with this couple will attest that they have been in the presence of true love. If you look closely, you'll see the way they exchange glances. That to me is the definition of soulmates. If you were to ask some of their closest friends, they would say the same. Asking someone like Ross Cook how he feels about their relationship, he would say, Simon and Renee have a unique and truly loving connection with one another. A beautiful relationship to have watched grow over the years. If you asked Alex Hoven, she would say, Simon and Renee are a couple that just makes sense. He's the masked tuxedo to her Sailor Moon, and she's the Elizabeth Swan to his William Turner. It has been a privilege to watch these two grow as a couple over the years, to watch them support each other's dreams as individuals, and to watch them embark on endless adventures together has been truly inspiring. There's honestly nothing that can stand in their way. So it's clear, it comes as no surprise to anyone that they are here today, declaring their love and commitment to one another. Simon and Renee have built a steadfast relationship on the back of honesty and absolute adoration for one another. After many years of great times and hard times, they have created a relationship that will stand the test of time. They are without a doubt each other's equals, best friends, and their futures. I'd like to invite Emily, one of Renee's closest friends, who has written a reading.
Hello, everyone. I'm Em, and I just going to start with a lesson. Remember to print out your readings, because I just deleted half my reading. But luckily I remembered. I sent an email to myself with this. So I've managed to piece it together, but my goodness, do not use note apps for readings. And now on to the reading. Ask a million people to define love and you'll get a million answers. Here's my definition. Love is patient, love is kind, love is cliche. Love is messy, love is warmth, love is not meant to be perfect. In fact, it's the imperfection where love thrives. Love is the simple joy of coming home and they're there waiting for you. And they tell you, you look good and you did good today. Love is curling up on the couch, just you two together. Love is being there for one another. Love is waiting to watch the TV show, even though all your friends are talking about it. Love is remembering to close the lid on the sauce bottle. Love is walking Jake, even though it's raining and you can think of a million reasons why he'll be fine, but you do it anyway. Love is camping in the snowy mountains in winter, just you two, in a swag. Love is wondering how you could be so lucky. It's walking down the aisle and locking eyes, a sacred moment, like it's just you two in the room, like it's the first time you've seen each other. Your love, Renee and Simon, started in an unexpected place. You saw each other across the sticky floors of Bar Century. You taught us that night that love is taking a chance. It's about following your gut. It's about sticking it through. That night we learned that this is the love of a century, bar none. So tonight we are all here to celebrate, to laugh, smile and cry with you. We're here to watch you be in love and because we love you too. So after all that, how do you define love? Love is everything and it's nothing. It's the big things, it's the little things. But most importantly, Renee and Simon, it's the two of you. Congratulations. Woo.
We always hear that one of the many important aspects in a relationship is shared interests and these two have them in spades. If you ever want to see what true compatibility looks like, join the two of them at a trivia night. If there's ever a question on Greek mythology, music, movies, video games, actors, aquatic life, nature as a whole, or just horticulture, you are covered. To an almost frustrating degree where your participation goes as far as being an audience member to them just carrying the team. When they aren't soaking up knowledge or killing it at work or playing with Jake, you can bet they'll be doing something active. From being at the gym, camping, bushwalking, scuba diving, just to name a few. Oh, and if I haven't mentioned yet, if you want to feel like you're not doing enough with your life, just spend some time with this duo. Well, their similarities do continue to grow, with new adventures awaiting in their newly purchased van with Jakey in tow. A core driving force that has always been with them both, and why today means so much to them, is that family has and always will come first. The connection and relationship Simon has with Robin and Amy, his mum and sister, and Renee has with Sue and Morgan, her mum and dad, is incredibly beautiful. From today, these two families will become a single unit whose relationship and connection will only continue to grow. You've all raised these incredible individuals who have found their soulmates, so congratulations to you all as well. Now, we get to hear some words from the bride and groom in the form of their vows. Yeah.
Andrew. All right, hit me.
Simon, this might seem obvious, but if you think about it, since the night I met you, I don't think there has been a day that I haven't thought about you. So that means you have been on my mind every day for almost 10 years. And throughout all those years that we've been together, as a couple, as friends, as life partners, we've watched each other grow, we've traveled, we've made mistakes and we've learned, we've made many friends, and we've become a family. I love that we have been able to grow as a couple and also as individuals. Thank you so much for letting me be myself and still loving me, despite the many traits I have that get under your skin. After meeting you, I felt like I experienced the world so much more fully and deeply. I'm sure my family and friends can attest to the fact that in the past I was very much a daydreamer and I lived in my own little world. But you gripped me by both feet and pulled me back down to earth to show me all of the wonderful and fun things that I hadn't experienced yet. So in a very real sense, you do ground me. You are solid, stable, a supporting pillar in my life. You keep my head calm and you keep my heart peaceful. You have such an enormous heart yourself. I'm continuously amazed at your ability to foster new relationships and make incredibly close friends. You are eager to meet and learn about new people and new experiences. This is one of the best things about you. And it is what excites me about our life together, because I know you will continue to breathe new life into our everyday. And I hope that I can do the same for you as well. You challenge me, you advocate for me, and you believe in me when I don't believe in myself. You've taught me so much about strength, physical and mental. You have so much strength of character and strength of mind. I want you to know that throughout every moment of our relationship, I have loved you absolutely and completely. I will always love you more than I can ever say, and I will always love you more than you can ever know. I can only hope that you make me as happy, that I can make you as happy as you make me.
I'm gonna get out of this.
Please. And I promise, and I hope that I will try my best every day. I know life isn't perfect. I know I'm not perfect. And I know there will inevitably be pain and mistakes, but they will be alongside and overshadowed by all the smiles and all the laughter, certain to come. I promise to love you throughout all of it. I promise to appreciate all the small things and all the quiet moments. I promise to be there for you whenever you need me, for whatever reason, no matter what. With you, I know there will always be something to look forward to in life. We will continue to have new adventures, new travels, new hobbies.
even when we start a little family of our own. And I'm absolutely so excited for that next chapter. And I am so excited because I know that you will be the most amazing father. And I cannot wait to see you step into that next role. You are going to give us a beautiful life, and I am and will forever be grateful that I am the lucky girl that gets to marry you.
Okay. Yeah. Right. Yeah, with that. You can see it's like spine blind. Thank you. You said that you were not perfect. I and myself aren't perfect, but I believe that we are perfect for each other. First of all, I have some thanks. Thank you for surviving our last 10 years. Thank you for loving me throughout all of my phases. There have been many. But most of all, thank you for choosing me. Over the last, I have known you for 10 years. We've been together for 10 years. That is a third of our life. I think that's pretty insane. And no matter what I've put you through, the highs and the lows, tremendous highs, some lows, you've made it through. You've stuck by me. You are incredibly resilient, I believe. We've grown up together. It's exactly what you've read. You and I have grown up together. We have shaped each other. You have made me the man that I am, and I love myself. So I have you to thank for that. So I will always love you for that. I've been so focused the last few years on establishing this family that we're talking about. I have pushed us to move on to the next stage, building a house, creating a family within that house, all material things. I haven't realised what I've been building or what we've been building for the last 10 years. We have built a home together. You are my home. No bricks and mortar would ever match the feeling that I have when I come home. We've lived in 4 houses, and each of those have been home simply because you were there. And that will always be the case. What else have I got? So, as we move forward, I promise to leave behind that which I no longer need. I don't need loneliness. I know we will never possibly be alone. I don't need greed, because I already have it all. And I don't need doubt, because I already know. And that's it.
Alright, so that was we're at the pointy end of the ceremony. A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. We're at the pointy end now of the ceremony where we can exchange rings. Robin, I believe, is the ring bearer. Please take each other's rings. So these rings are a representation of not only their love, but their conscious decision to commit to one another and to continually foster and nurture their bond forever. Okay, then could you please repeat after me? I give you this ring as a reminder.
I give you this ring as a reminder
That I will love, honor, and cherish you.
that I will love, honor, and cherish you
In all times and in all places.
in all times and in all places,
And always forever.
and always and forever.
With this ring, I marry you and bind my life to yours.
With this ring, I marry you and bind my life to yours.
It is a symbol of my eternal love,
It is the symbol of my eternal love,
my everlasting friendship,
my everlasting friendship,
and the promise of all my tomorrows.
and the promise of all my tomorrows.
Renee, do you take Simon to be your lawfully wedded husband?
I do.
Please. Simon, please place. Yeah, you've got to be good.
No.
No.
I give you this ring as a reminder. I will love, honor, and cherish you in all times, in all places, and always and forever. With this ring, I marry you and bind you in heart. It is a symbol of my eternal love, my everlasting friendship, and the promise of my life. I do.
Renee and Simon, by none of the power vested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
That you said stay away from Juliet, and I was crying on the staircase. Baby, please don't I'll be the princess to the story to say. It's